Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want really a point of clarification on something that it sounds like has been said, and I just want to know if this is really the case or not, but it sounded as though the reason that our staff was not informed of the Ms. Newbolt's interview was because she was scared of Republicans. Is that correct?
I think that's a fair characterization.
Okay, so obviously the question then, is this going to be a precedent that if someone expresses fear, we're going to throw process out the door and we're not going to be informed?
Let me say, she was scared, and I think Mr. Meadows alluded to this too, because he agreed to what I'm about to say to some degree. She was literally afraid that the Republicans would go out, and I've explained this now twice, would go out and the White House would find out that she was a whistleblower and that she would be retaliated against. And that's why it was timed the way it was timed. I'm going to do, we have a situation where we've got a whistleblower. It's a very delicate situation, and we've been dealing with this for years. There were instances when the Republicans were in control, and they didn't want to talk to us. They were concerned. So what we try to do is try to accommodate the witness. She wanted, you think I want to have? I don't want to have have my people come in on Saturday, but that was to accommodate the witness. And all I can say is I'll do the best I can. Now, going back to what the ranking member just said, again, he has a way of not properly stating what I say. We said with regard to depositions, we would make sure that there was a proper notice. This was a voluntary interview by Ms. Newbolt. And again, I want to have the bipartisanship. And so we gave it as in consideration of what the witness had to say and her feelings. That's how we had to do it, and that's how we did it.
Can I have some of my time back with that, because I didn't mean to?
Well, I mean, you asked me a question, and I
yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that long of an answer.
No. I don't want to keep answering the same question. That's why. But go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. It just seems if a witness is going to say, I'm scared of Republicans, therefore we're not going to inform Republicans, that in itself is a scary process to go down. And in this whole situation, when we have a member of this committee state that the purpose of a previous hearing was to influence the Supreme Court, that in itself is a scary situation for this committee to then become a tool to influence the Supreme Court, Mr. Chairman. There's fear on both sides of the aisle, and we've got to keep this thing right and fair. And process means something, or it means nothing at all. And I would just urge the chairman to keep us informed in the future, and I'll yield to the ranking member.